This is Kathy Biehl of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the 2025 Cancer New Moon. The new moon takes place on June 25th, 2025 at 3:31 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 6:31 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 10:31 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time at 4 degrees Cancer, 8 minutes. The Cancer New Moon marks our annual return to the womb. This year, we're not just going home, we're going big. Cancer is the moon's natural home, and the sign's focus is everything related to her. The most tender, sensitive emotions, sometimes hidden beneath the crab's protective shell, wanting love and to be loved, wanting to feel safe and protected, that shell again, nesting, nurturing, and seeking or sharing comfort, home and family, current, of origin, and above all, mommy. Basic impulses, all of them, many of which lock into our beings before our brains have fully formed, a trait adding to the non-rational, non-verbal, cellular nature of this sign. The new moon dunks us in these highly emotional waters. Wherever it falls in your chart, watch for reemergence of feelings and sensitivity and protectiveness, of the impulse to nurture and feed that area of life, and maybe an increased involvement of family, whether you want it or not. And watch for going overboard. That's not a caution, it's a statement of what's underway. The moon is conjunct Jupiter, the influence that amplifies everything it touches and coaxes us to indulge and go bigger. Jupiter has been churning the waters of Cancer since he began his once-in-12 years voyage through the sign on June 9th, taking sensitivity to the limits and then some. Over the top is what's supposed to happen. This moon is issuing you an invitation to give in to the needs and cries and whims of your inner child. And here's why it benefits you. Jupiter is, after all, the great benefactor. Ramping up emotional experience and expression, ramping up nurturing, ramping up self-care, ramping up cocooning are ways of creating a refuge, a sanctuary, a safe place in this chaotic and disorienting world. And this moon isn't encouraging collapsing into a fetal position and waiting for mommy to make things better. It carries motivation to take action, and potentially healthy action at that. The moon is sextile Mars in Virgo, which translates his action hero mission into careful analytical service and fix-it mode. Adding to the get up and go vibe is the moon's square to Saturn and Neptune in Aries. There's a two-way impact. That pair is heating up Cancer's emotional waters and the new beginnings or next phases of this moon. The moon is softening, even dampening some of the Aries fieriness and the sense of self-activated spiritual mission with reminders of home and nurturing and possibly directing some energy toward them. We're fighting for home. We're fighting for what we love. Dealing with demons and power issues is also in the mix. The moon is in conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, requiring adjustments in friend groups and collective action. Maybe a departure or loss leads to taking care of your own needs instead of relying on someone else to do it. Or, in the other extreme, you step up to care for others in your network or community. Or perhaps tweaking or cutting out a friendship is what's needed for your own emotional flourishing. Food is currency to Cancer and may play a role here. Psychological issues could be coloring your approach to food, as reward, for example, or stress eating to stuff emotions. If you uncover that, Use this moon to launch a changed relationship with them. The emphasis on home and nurturing does not require going back to the way things were. New perspectives and approaches are possible. In fact, the future is calling for them. The new moon occurs with Mercury sextile Uranus, which opens thinking, messaging, communications, and social media to innovation and radical change. Maybe the saying is wrong. Maybe you can go home again. You just need to set home up in a way that feeds you. And this new moon facilitates doing just that. I'm Kathy Biehl, a professional astrologer with more than 35 years' experience. Visit my site, empowermentunlimited.net, to listen to my weekly forecasts, sign up for my mailing list, and get my Jupiter in Cancer quick reference guide as a thank you, and book a session with me. I have lots of bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, including an analysis of the solstice chart, available as a standalone purchase without having to join the Patreon. And I'm really grateful to the people who support my work there. I host the show Celestial Compass on OM Times Radio and TV on the first and third Monday of every month at 5 p.m. Eastern. I also host conversation on Facebook, on the page Empowerment Unlimited, and in the group the Astro-Insight Lounge. I post on Blue Sky, Instagram, and Threads at @KABiehl, and on YouTube at the Professional Aquarian channel.